right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you're welcome to the Z RoundTable podcast. This is how we do it every time of the year. Yes, this very beautiful moment of the year 2023. We're reaching you live from Rhiado Wine Cafe. This place is located at opposite GDSS, that's Government Day Secondary School, University of Ilorin Road, Tanke, here in the city of Ilorin. But then, yes, it's Ilorin to the world all the time because this is where we are, and this is exactly where we are doing what we are doing. So right now, you're just going to be joining us at this very beautiful moment, yes, at the intersection of rhythm and revelation, yeah, as we embark on a journey through the Nigerian music cosmos. Yes, that's exactly the way we put it. It's not just music, yes, all the arts, entertainment, everything all together. So from the albums, yes, we'll be going to the beats, and then of course we'll move you down to dissect and discuss, and of course, even decode the pulse of this entertainment industry. That's exactly what we are doing today. All right, yes, it's not just a podcast, but then it is a symphony of insights, album reviews, singles, hits, and the latest vibes in the Nigerian music scene. Definitely brace up right now because we're going to be taking you down the hills around the bend just like Thomas and his friends. So let's do this right now. We are going all the way round and round and round, and of course from January to December, everything that has happened this year in the industry, we're going to be talking about them this very beautiful moment. Yeah. They call me Don Femi King. I am the radio godfather, and I have with me right here. Okay, let me start from my left. All right, from my left, right here, I have 26 Brown right there. Yeah, 26 Brown. How's it going?
It's going well. Going well.
Beautiful. How's everything now?
Fine.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You're braced up already.
Excited.
All right, let's do this together. Yes, I have Ikon leaving right there. The second left.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Z RoundTable podcast. Let's talk music. Let's talk entertainment.
Let's talk everything. And then of course I got right here the prominent DJ Larry Pepper. Yeah. That's our DJ.
That's it. As usual, let's get it done again.
Official. Can you see? He looks like Badu. He's a Badu fan. He loves him so much. He's not just a fan, a friend, a family member, but then we do all that together. And then I have right here Rhiado Noni. Okay, Rhiado, what's going on?
With the Empire, and it's gonna be fun all through.
Beautiful. She said it's gonna be fun all through. That's exactly what we want. And then Debola is here.
Thank you very much. It's always good to be here.
To be here again.
My people.
Debola, 6 months ago you said Burna Boy is a new cat. I'm still beefing you. Anyway.
Or should I say it's getting there?
Okay.
Oh no.
It's getting there.
So we're starting with we're starting with the 10 most prominent albums of the year 2023. Yes, we'll start with Timeless by Davido in no particular order. Sorry, because I know say the fans go down the one that say wipes in Naomi first off. No, not that. I told them by Burna Boy. That's my own boy. Sincerely by Benson. Yeah. Sincerely Benson by Benson. And of course, we have Work of Art by Ashake. Definitely, we also have Ezioku by Odumodu Black. Odumodu, my guy. Emeka Must Shine by Black Bones. I love Black Bones so much. All these guys are just my guys. And then, of course, Legend or No Legend by Wande Cole. Unruly by Olamide Bado. Vibe Till the Kingdom Come by Sheyi Vibes. And of course, we still have Pluto La Presido by Charlie Poppy. And then I think, those are the 10 most prominent albums according to our own review. So, yeah, let's just put it on that note. Well, let's start with Timeless by Davido. Let me see a non-Davido fan right here. Okay, I'll start with Rhiado. Ladies first, that's what they say. Okay, Rhiado, what about Timeless by Davido? Can you quickly tell us about the album? What do you feel? Is it where it's supposed to be? Is it there, or I don't know? Just
Definitely. We all know who Davido is already, and like he's OBO, like number one.
OBO.
Yeah. So literally, I would say actually, I would say it's like a comeback. Like I say, from what happened to him, if I'm right, okay, and actually proved us right because he came back with the energy, and it was really, like, it was very, very dope though. If I would personally, that's my opinion, because I'm a very big fan of Davido, yes, and I know we also have a lot of fans here. Yeah.
We're all
Am I
big
right?
fans. We're all big fans.
We are music fans. We are music fans.
So
I love all of them.
you can check the album and also like more than 5 music were like overplayed time to time, like worldwide, like yes, and it has been great.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have competition. Please remind me.
Of course,
Unavailable.
Ashaka is on that, so
No competition.
that's
It doesn't matter.
Unavailable.
Once the quote is there, it has to be obvious.
Which
that-
goat?
all-
Sorry,
all
which,
thanks
who is
to
the goat,
Ashake.
Who be
please?
who now?
all right.
Okay.
The mouth.
We can move on
That's
from
fine.
that
Yeah,
very
who-
fast.
yeah, look.
Shout out to Davido, yeah. That's exactly what Rhiado has said about you, and then your album Timeless. So, okay, of all the tracks in the album, which one is? Do you think which one's the biggest for you?
I want someone to like probably remind me because I know of
The one you mentioned, of course, now competition.
Yeah,
That's the biggest.
it's yeah.
Please,
it's
No
let's
a-
not
competition is
start.
the biggest.
Let's not start.
Of course, now Ashaka is on that.
I'm serious.
Unavailable.
I'm
Grammy
unavailable.
Yeah,
There's
That's
no
like-
day
that's
to
like
see
the
me.
best song on the
So,
album.
Yeah.
no competition.
I think it's the biggest song on the
Or
album. Is that
whatever
what you say?
agenda. Yes, unavailable has to be. It's
I
Grammy
feel-
nominated already. So
Well,
Okay.
that's
to me-
like the best
Song on the album.
song on
Not
the
just
album.
two.
Well, I feel
Not just
for the
two,
biggest
check,
it might
not
be
just two.
unavailable.
Okay, Ikon, let me hear you.
Yeah, for the biggest it might be unavailable because of like the push, the
Yeah.
whole Grammy nomination and everything.
Yeah.
But left to me,
I think he did it with Sean Paul.
no, yeah, he did a remix of unavailable.
Yeah, remix,
There's an EP remix. I don't know what him and his team were actually thinking for that one.
Okay.
But to me personally, I would
There was
say
even
going by
TikTok,
quality,
hashtag,
like
Yeah.
apart from the whole commercial push, the song with Caveman and Angelique Kidjo, that is Namoni.
I love
I
that.
feel, I love that song.
so
That's like the best song on that album.
Oh,
then
yeah.
the one with Logo Solori, Picasso.
Because
Yeah, I feel as a music fan, hearing Logos' voice was like a sneak peek of what a Davido and Whiskey would sound like. That particular track. So to me, those are my best tracks. I understand Unavailable is the most commercially viable track.
Well,
but-
although on the album,
Personally.
the one that will carry the most replay value, I think, should be Feel.
yeah,
Feel,
feel, yeah,
okay.
Replay value. As a DJ, I see it that way. So that's the most replay value.
yeah.
that's the one that has the highest
So
replay
because
value.
we have many hits.
So what about this particular song? I think I love that song too on the album. It is called "One for the Road." Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
Yeah.
classic record.
Yeah, that was a classic,
Classic,
yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why people like me.
I feel maybe it's a timeless record on the timeless album.
Oh, beautiful. The timeless record on the timeless album. That's lovely. I love that. Yeah, thank you.
You can always come back to those kind of music.
Icon, they are coming for you, especially FC. I know
No,
they'll
no,
come for
they
you.
can come now. Odogu Mount.
All right, yes, let's move over right now to talking about saying let me see, can I remember any track on that album? Okay, Sitting on Top of the World. What's wrong with me? I cannot remember all those tracks again.
Come
You're
on,
struggling to
come on.
Big
remember
Seven.
and
No.
now,
It's
you
because
go ahead and tell us that's your best
Album.
or that's your number one album.
no,
You know,
I'm
sometimes when
always
it's
on
too
the
much,
fence.
you
I'm
can't
always on the
actually
fence.
defend
I'm always
Yeah,
on
we
the
said that,
fence.
yeah.
Yes.
City Boy.
City Boy.
Baby girl, one pony thing, and give me that.
They play-
Jump up on my body like
Come on.
Carnival.
Play, and of
You
course,
know?
and of course, Giza.
Come on.
Giza.
Giza with
Shea
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 You
vibes.
understand?
Okay, well, I'll say anything. That's beautiful, yeah. Big Seven. Somebody called Big Seven. They said it's Big Zero, but I would not agree. I would not.
Some
agree.
people said Big
But
8
for me,
yesterday
my
because
best
Yeah.
song on the album is If I'm Lying.
If I'm lying,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about I've read a lot of reviews about this particular album. I told them by Born Boy, and then everybody was pointing to a particular direction, and that was the motherfucking thanks I get,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
the one with J. Cole,
like like that song was not supposed to be included in the album. It's like, okay, you're throwing it back to us and saying that because we love you, and then every time you must always say something bad about you or something. But then, like Pepe, let's talk about this album, especially that track. Was that track supposed to be on that album or not?
with how he handled the feature, I think
Okay.
he just wasted the feature in my opinion because he could have done better with J. Cole. J. Cole is a big deal. So I
J.
can't
Cole is. I heard J. Cole charges $2,000 per word.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Actually,
Because-
that was
How
actually
correct,
he
how-
has stated it.
So
It's
I
just a
felt J. Cole should have been on Big Seven, or the one he did with Dave. Is it Dave?
Yeah, Cheat on Me.
Cheat on Me, yeah. Those very beautiful tracks. But you know, So that's my own. I do not have an opinion actually, but then that's just what I think. What do you think about that, Brown?
I do not think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
The way he handled the song.
Okay.
Yeah, he was only trying to portray the fact that okay, Nigerians have been unappreciative
Of his effort.
What did you
His
do?
efforts.
What
Okay.
did you do for?
It's not
Then-
about what he did.
Before you get an action, before you get a reaction, rather,
Yeah.
something will happen.
Yeah.
What did he do for Nigerians to
So
react?
we're expecting accolade over.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
what
I
has
get-
he done?
I get you.
You are saying it's not a new cat, like
Mhm.
we said in the last episode. But now, this same Burna Boy is saying, is this the motherfucking things?
I
He's
get it.
getting.
Yeah.
What?
Two-Face, Wiz, or should I even say, okay, I don't want to mention the video can be that petty. Should I say, okay,
Really?
Wiz, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll come down to whatever level you want him to come down to.
Okay.
A Wiz, Two-Face won't come out and
Tell
openly
me.
tell you, I deserve so you should give me. That's what that song sounds like.
Even
Okay.
the African giant was self-acclaimed.
Thank you.
Always, always,
Yeah.
always.
But it's always that way. You have to
Always.
blame something to be
But
Exactly.
not for the likes of Whiskey. They did not claim what they are right now.
They did not claim what
Yeah.
they.
They
Yes,
did not.
no.
I
claim.
mean, for me, that's the best version of success. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I feel
Putting you in that position.
But some
Yes.
titles,
But
some
you
titles,
don't-
you have to claim it before they own
thank
it
you
up
before
to
they
you.
owe it up to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the
what
thing
I'm
is-
saying.
Everything is
The
up
thing
for
is-
grab now.
He did something before Nigerians will have to like
yeah.
flare up or
All right.
out.
But would you agree with this school of thought that self-acclamation
Yeah.
is part of the art?
Of course.
For a rapper,
Of course.
it is.
For-
No,
That is
almost
why.
every
That is
every
why
art,
he's doing
every
that
art.
song.
Every art, they all do
Every art,
that.
actually.
They all do
But if
that.
you're-
For as long as his craft is up to
He's
par.
up to par.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, to me personally, I feel that song with J. Cole is actually perfect. Because I think people are not seeing why it was J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole actually like
So let us see.
goes through something like that in the US hip hop scene.
Okay.
With the whole comparison to Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
And Drake,
as
yeah,
per who is
yeah.
the best rapper of their own age
Yeah.
and decade after Jay-Z,
Okay.
Nas, Biggie and Tupac. So now him telling Nigerians that,
You
okay,
cannot
this
leave
is-
out. You cannot leave out Snoop Dogg and
of course,
Dr. Dre.
and Dr. Dre, you get
Those are
so
the pioneers.
yeah. So him saying like, is this the motherfucking thing? So first of all, I always say something. The fact that you mention Nigerians does not mean all Nigerians. We are 200 million people.
Okay.
Burna Boy is not talking to all of us.
Okay.
He knows who those things are directed at.
Okay.
Now, him saying it like that now, if you get someone angry, you can't decide how he would react.
Let me put it this way. What
Do
is
you
he
get-
expecting thanks for? For doing what?
I mean,
Bro, this man is
I mean,
taking Afrobeats
wait,
to
wait,
places
wait,
where
wait.
we won't actually.
He's not doing what the rest are not doing.
What? I mean,
Everyone
some
is
people
doing
laid-
that.
He just shut down
some
two
people
arenas
laid-
in
wait,
Germany
wait.
recently.
Some
I'm
people
not sure
laid-
there's no
Nigeria.
Afrobeat
Some people
artist
laid
that has
this
done that.
foundation.
Of course.
Yes,
Some
yes.
people laid this
Everyone is
foundation.
doing that
And
for
for
themselves.
once, I've never heard Two-Face. I mean, one of the
Oh,
best
you did.
features,
Yeah.
international
Yes.
features I've
Yes.
heard in my life
Yeah.
has to be Rainbow, Two-Face and
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
T-Pain, yeah,
I've never
yeah,
heard Two-Face
The
tell
House
us.
Success
Now
was
that
that
is
song.
Two-Face. That is
It's a very
Two-Face.
beautiful song. Very, very beautiful.
See, this is
Debola,
not the time
that is
for one person
Two-Face.
to be expecting
I mean,
thanks or
we need
accolades
to
or
narrow
whatever.
this down to
Because
the
now
fact that
all of our acts are doing very okay.
Yeah. all of
Yes.
us.
I mean-
Ashaka is selling out stadium in New York.
Yeah.
this
London.
this particular
Rema
is
doing
died
the same
2 years,
thing.
so
Yeah.
we need to narrow it down to. I think last year came late for his show or something,
Yeah.
and then he was saying if it was not Shea Vibes,
Shea Vibes,
that-
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
Yeah. It's-
I paid
it's-
so amount.
30K
I think that was.
I need to come and see, and then you're telling me if it's not for Shea Vibes, bro.
Obviously. Well,
Does anybody think that was just a PR for Shea Vibes?
Nah.
No, it wasn't.
no, I
It
think
was-
the event
that's
actually
Bona's
that
personality.
actually happened,
Yeah.
and that's Bona's personality.
He always
Now the
wants
thing
to
with that show
narrow
was
it
that,
to make it all about himself.
to be honest,
I think.
yeah,
But it's not.
maybe the way he said it came out wrong. Honestly, the statement itself is wrong.
Like God
But
punish you.
yeah, like the whole if not for Shea Vibes, come on,
He
I'm paying for your
I mean,
service, and you're telling me that.
He has always
But
been doing this.
when you
way back.
Since way back.
And
you
then
break down the show, that the fact was that the organizers of that show
Okay.
were the problem of that show.
He made
That's
mention of
the
a lot
issue.
of
but you don't
Yes.
take it
No,
on.
this-
On the
He
fan,
said
now
he-
that's
he
what I'm
said-
saying. I
He
agree,
said
I
he
agree
and
with
his
that.
team were ready.
We're ready
100%.
since 2 p.m.
Yes,
for
he
that
said
show.
so.
And sound just got ready by 12 midnight. Come on, what are we saying now?
Yeah.
So obviously that was not directed at the fans, but I get that you coming on stage and saying that in the presence of your fans makes it feel like it's the fans you are talking to. I get.
So
Wiz,
I think
I don't know if you guys remember here. The last time J. Cole came to Nigeria.
Yeah, for
Which
casting
performed.
show. Yeah,
And then the sound had problem.
yeah.
He said, I can't remember the exact
words, yeah.
but whatever
Yeah.
thing he said, he directed it to the organizers of the show,
Okay.
not the fans.
Okay,
Clarity,
Bona
yeah,
mentioned
clarity.
something. Bona mentioned something.
What did he
This
mention?
Debola, he said that, he's Bona. He has witnessed and done a lot of international shows.
Yeah.
So he said the sound over here is not up to standard.
Yes.
That show organizers over here need to pay attention to the sound. That the sound was bad and they can't perform with it. His own standard is now higher, so he doesn't want to do anything less.
Yes.
That they need to invest better. If it was his own show, not like it was brought by some certain
Some
brand.
people, yeah.
to do so. If it was his own show,
Yeah.
he would do it up to his own taste.
Yes.
You understand? So that was just. I think he had issue with sound as well.
Yes,
which
of course.
was obvious.
The sound, yeah.
So and these people they are like that when they have tasted what things are out of this country.
Like better.
Davido did his own timeless concert in
Yeah,
Lagos.
TBS.
It was his own sound, his own stage.
True.
They spent their own money.
Their own
to
money.
take it
Everything was
together.
nice,
Yes,
right?
Everything was
exactly.
nice. So
Exactly.
Okay.
there won't be any issue with that.
All right. Without wasting much of our time, let's move away from. I told them about Bonner, but even as much as we would have loved to, spend more time on it. Yes, sincerely Benson by Benson. Buju decided to change his name at some point to Benson, but I think in the first place it was even called Buju Benson, but it sounded so much like Buju Banton, Yeah, the reggae. How do I put it right now?
reggae
The
legend. I
dancehall
think
guy,
it's
legend,
like
yeah,
that. Legend.
yeah, it's a legend. So I think that was the reason it now decided to switch from Buju to just Benson, and then the Benson with a special spelling, which is very lovely. The first day I saw the name, I was like, how do we pronounce this? Is this Bongson or what? Like Bongson. But later I got to know that it's Benson. So I know a big Buju fan right here.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Debola. So Debola, what do you feel about the album? Can you just tell us maybe like 2 or 3 popping tracks out of that album or something? I don't know.
As a fan, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the best
Okay.
best tracks keep changing. At
Okay.
some point, when I listen to it at first.
That's a true fanship.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, that is every good music.
that's
good music, yeah. Every good album,
When we listen
actually.
to Made in Lagos,
Yeah.
at some point it was this, and
And
so
it changed,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to go into that,
True.
but for Sincerely Benson, at first it was Best of Me, and then it was Maximum Damage, and then at some point it was Mukulu, and now for me it's Realize. One thing about this album is I think Benson wrote it specially for his ex-girlfriend, the
Oh,
one
really?
that we all know.
Did he tell you that?
I know he did
No,
not
from
tell
the
me,
songs,
but
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Lyrics,
most
yeah.
of the songs, aside from Maximum Damage and
I would have
Final
quickly called
Answer,
him now, put him on speaker so that we can actually.
Final Answer, Best of Me, I don't know. Aside from those tracks, I mean,
Some songs
this guy
are
was
like that.
heartbroken, like
Yeah.
Pidgin and English.
Pidgin and English shows it.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
So, for me, my best track for now is Realize. So, I mean, I think I need to thank his ex-girlfriend for breaking his heart. And
Oh,
Benson
really?
is someone that knows how to, like,
You're thanking someone for damaging something.
I don't know.
I mean, we have to thank Famale now. It's the same thing we did for Famale.
Okay.
I mean,
Same thing.
he's
So
someone.
why don't you let us
Just
thank
Bieber too.
why
Purpose
don't
album.
you let us thank Benson for coming out of that
if-
breakup in a
I'm
very
going to
big
say-
way?
I
What
think
about that? Instead of thanking the girl that
the
broke
ex-
her.
You're from
The ex that we know popularly is Peggy. He mentioned
Yeah,
that
yeah,
in Italy, the refix with the South
Yeah,
African
Italy,
artist. Yeah. I mean, these tracks here are very, very nice tracks. I mean, lyrically, this year,
Would we call
that's
that,
my number one.
Would we call that track Italy or Italy?
Italy.
Italy,
Yeah.
Italy.
To be more relatable.
Italy.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Benson is an artist that knows how to like pour out his heart. Whatever he's feeling at that moment. He did that.
That thing is attached to everyone doing anything artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
creative,
he
yeah.
did that with Wawa, and I'm like, bro, he got a Benz, and he mentioned that. Feel me, and he knows how to do that a lot. Lyrically, if you ask me to mention like my top 10, that has to be my number one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Well, yes, I remember Pray, that album.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Pray.
Pray.
That's a very beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that part.
I love that song.
I mean,
And then Guagalada.
The album.
Gagalada, like
One of the best collabs.
Somebody said that
Yeah,
okay,
this-
the person
yeah.
does not like Sheyi vibes at all. The person doesn't like Sheyi vibes at all, and then the person had to say that the only time he had ever enjoyed Sheyi vibes was in Guagualada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes, I even have another person, Jay Smith. That's what she will say too.
I don't-
But then,
I don't think the Sheyi vibes on Guagualada is different from
The Sheyi
the other
vibes.
shit.
you
Do
They
you
want-
get
said the
it?
same thing.
Do you
Yeah.
get
Basically the same thing on Giza.
On
Not
Giza
like
too, yes,
not
man.
like, but like
Same thing, but
She- but
same-
yeah,
get the
same
shit
shit.
and
but
then-
is that not the doing go meal 4, meal Lano? You first stop. He didn't leave me as God, you know. I saying like it's actually very relatable. No, the vibes.
That is
Then
just original
at
Sheyi.
that point in time, I could say, okay, Sheyi, whoever named you Sheyi vibes, or if you gave yourself that name, that means you
yes,
now
that
you be the vibes.
No Sheyi, no vibes.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, let's keep moving. And then, of course, we have this particular one. He's always lonely. Yes, the guy is always lonely, but he's always at the top. He's always at the top. Yeah, Walk of Art by Ashake. So, do we have to talk about this album? I don't know. I'm just thinking because I don't want to believe anybody has a contrary
We
opinion.
actually-
Yeah,
No, we
the
actually
album
have
has
to.
already made a lot of self-statements, so there's nothing more to talk about the album. The album is there for us to see the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you all seen Ashake numbers on Spotify this year?
Yeah.
Over 500 million on Spotify.
About 500 million.
On
Okay.
Spotify only. So
Imagine.
let's talk about the album. Shout out to Bado.
Okay. What's your own best? I know you are Ashake's twin brother. So what's your biggest track in that album?
On that album, it's impossible to have a biggest track because every time I listen to the album freshly, it's like I'm listening to for the very first time.
Yeah.
And every song is getting better day by day. The way he wrote the album, it is this way. I think it wasn't like the first one. The first one has a lot of lamba in it.
Okay.
See, this second album, it's kind of album that you grow into liking.
Yeah.
People didn't like most of the song immediately.
At first, yeah.
So until you listen over time, like What's Up My G, all those kind of songs, the melodies that will just be in your head.
Even Lonely at the Top that now became a hit later.
Yeah.
When the
It
album
wasn't
came
the
out.
first album. It was the first song to
Wasn't
come out.
first hit.
Yeah, it's the biggest song in the album, right?
Right
Right
now.
now. But
Yes.
when the album came out, people just be like, this song's sweet though. And then before you know what was happening, it became the biggest
But that's how
song.
was that the last song in the album came out already like what's the song? This
Yoga.
That's
Yoga.
yoga.
But
Yoga.
it was out already before like
Before the
Yeah,
album,
I
yeah,
think-
it dropped it as a
I
single.
think then we were like, is Ashake going to bank this year?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See that?
Yoga, so
like,
But I think with him, Bado is just testing a lot of things. with Ashake. Because, for example, now, the
But
second,
Ashake's tests, whatever test Badu is doing with him, is it not working?
it has overworked. I think it's out of proportion.
yeah.
I mean,
Because second to the last song on the album was the end of that song was the beginning of the last song on the album.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
if
yes,
you
yes.
listen very
Yes, it
well,
was.
so-
It was interlinked.
And then I think they had one or two debates over which song should be
The last
No, should even be the intro track.
Okay,
on the album
okay,
because
okay.
I think supposedly they were supposed to use the song titled introduction
introduction
as the first track.
as the first track.
But
yeah.
the one they used eventually suits better. So they still fixed it in between. That was why I think when they introduced the album, I think with the label Mr. Karim and all those guys in between,
Yeah.
they used introduction as the song to introduce the album. There was particular video arts I think the distributor posted them, so we check it out.
Okay.
That was the song they used.
So what about this particular
To me, I would say, yeah, Sunshine, yeah.
Sunshine.
Yeah, there was an
That-
original to
Jam.
that song.
The best track has
He
to be-
brought the owner of the original song to us.
Basquiat.
What's your
Oh
what's
yeah,
your best
oh
track?
okay,
What's your
yes,
best track?
oh
The
definitely.
best track has
Oh,
to be
Lighthouse
What's-
Family.
What's
That's Lighthouse
the-
Family.
What's up?
Yeah,
To
to the
you.
bio
To
and
you.
Paul.
To me,
To you.
It's
me
impossible for me to have
personally,
the best song. on the
There
album.
is there for us to
Because
see.
there is no
What's
way
up,
you
my
would
G?
Yeah, what's up?
It's not what's
It's
of my
the biggest
G.
song for
Yeah,
you.
or it's not the biggest song.
What
but
about
it's
No,
not
your
my
best- your
yeah,
personal
yeah.
favorite.
It's
Oh,
not
your
what's
best.
of my G, then it's Basquiat.
Basquiat, okay.
Even Basquiat has a story
Yes.
about
of
Jim
course,
Jim
no,
Basquiat.
Jim Basquiat.
Yeah.
Well, I feel personally, yeah, I feel Olamide's test with Ashake is actually it goes.
Shout out to
two ways.
Badu. You wrote a lot of songs on the album.
Of course, now, yeah. He's a created writer on the album. Well, it goes two ways. It's a way of showing
part.
people that okay, if an artist finds what works for him, yeah, you can still keep on doing that thing, dropping hits, getting numbers, and still be diverse in that way. Now, I remember when the album first came out, a lot of people were saying that it was very monotonous, as per if a DJ plays the intro.
I remember
now,
Shubi said it in
that
July.
you can literally be singing one song, meanwhile is another song that he's
Yes.
talking about.
Yes.
Now when you listen to the
Especially when you hear
album,
that.
yeah, that beat is the kick is kind of similar.
Yeah, yeah. always.
But now,
Producer
like
signature.
when you now see that at the end of the day, a song like Lonely at the Top, which is stand out, like
And
totally
different.
different. It's the biggest song on the album.
Not even that. Not even that.
Not
beat.
even the whole
that's
Amapiano
what
beat.
Yes.
Do you
I'm
get?
not expecting it to be
Yeah.
a song.
Do you
Now,
get?
I
Till
don't
now,
like
it's still surprising.
You don't like the song?
Yes.
Lonely at the Top.
I think we
Top,
need
I
to
think
attribute
actually-
the success of that song
To TikTokers.
to DJ Chicken. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, right. Snapchat sounds. Yeah.
Oh, that's in your opinion.
My opinion.
In your opinion, though. In your opinion.
Yeah. So another thing again
Because
was
honestly, that gang.
You go to parties and then you play that song and then
Still
people
skyrocket,
even
yeah.
say and the next
Lonely
thing
at
I
the
say,
Top. Yeah. Then also
But before that particular skit,
It was out there already.
wasn't
No, it wasn't as
intense.
Basquiat was on chart for like
Yes,
See, this way with songs. See, songs are this way with you. When you listen to an album for the first time, or maybe any song for the first time, especially if the artist has a previous project, you're going to be, your expectation will be that from where you stopped, you want to pick the same vibe. But it is this way. After listening to albums several times, the one that will stick in your head is the one with the replay value, which is Lonely at the Top. So I'm not even attributing it to any influence by anybody. That song stands out,
Yeah, it does.
which was why it keeps going back to the top of the charts.
Okay.
Well,
It
actually,
was how
another thing.
Chicken to hit.
Of
Is
course.
that
It
not,
was
is
how
that not a
the-
reflection of the saying that music is actually spiritual?
Yeah,
or
actually, by-
prophetic.
Yes, actually.
Ritual.
At
I
the
feel
top.
he had said
And
the
it's always
word.
at the
Yeah,
top.
it's something
Always
I
at
also
the top.
said about Stand Strong by Davido. How the song came out before the
Before
calamity
what
that
happened to
befell
him,
yeah.
you know.
But another two other things again I'd like to say about Ashake, about that work of art is
And then
the fact that
sorry, before you go to that, you remember the Mubad, God rest his soul.
yeah,
The song he did when he said when I'm gone, Igbati. How did he
that
say
grain
it?
we have had it said by many artists.
You
When they
understand? Like,
also-
even the grain, and then
Yeah.
you know.
You get so
that's a reflection
of the fact that the word
music.
goes out before the. Now another thing I would also like to say, which I think most people don't really look at with that album, is the fact that first of all, Yoga was actually the single that dropped before the album. So it was like used to introduce the album. When meanwhile that whole structure of Yoga is basically not repeated there. Then secondly again is the fact that Olamide is the first rapper to ever get nominated for the Grammys because of Amapiano
Okay.
with Ashake. Like his protege is actually giving a Nigerian rapper his first Grammy nomination. It actually doesn't look like a big deal, but it's actually a very big deal. When you look at how far Nigerian rap, the part about
I would
gone
like
through
to
hip hop is
say,
dead
I would
and
like to say
everything.
something on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think things like that tend to happen when you choose to become the ladder for people,
Through which people
others to
rise
climb.
up.
climb
Yeah.
up. So
True.
if
So-
you're getting credited or getting a benefit from it, it's
Yeah.
just proving your hard work. And,
Okay. So are we saying now that in terms of investing in people or building people, Olamide is the most successful artist
Yeah,
of our
yeah.
time?
I think that's on the
A round of applause for Badu. A round of applause for
And
Badu.
we want to very long time.
Debola is not clapping. I don't. Do you have someone?
It doesn't matter. It's an opinion.
Anyway, somebody else said something that Olamide is the artist, Ashake is his tool. I don't know how is that related?
No.
Of course, Ashake is Bado's project. So if you are referring to him as the tool, so it's just it doesn't matter how he's doing it.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to ask, sometimes
you need to
from
tell us
time
where
to
you
time.
stand.
It's
So-
Do you
for
like
once.
Ashake because of Olamide?
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Ashake because he's Ashake?
My first likeness from Ashake
It's
is
because of Badu.
inspired by Bado.
Then we have our answer.
Yeah. Mine
Can't
wasn't.
tell
Because
me.
Bado himself is a success.
You can't tell me.
But I actually
Ashake
like
is
Ashake
Badu's
because of Ashake.
tool.
Yeah, because of
No, no, no.
Ashake.
He had a
That's
song
from Badu.
that was
Okay.
buzzing. Even if we can't attach a face to the name.
To the-
Asante.
yeah,
so
we
what
can't
am I meaning?
Mr.
So
Money.
He has the
Yeah,
name.
okay.
Money,
You feel me?
yeah,
So-
yeah, you get it.
So what happened to what happened to
that
Ashake?
Badu.
He made, I think he made
Maybe
Omokbe
like
before even putting
What happened to
Badu on the
when
track.
Bado came on it?
Yeah, it's normal, but you don't.
Yeah.
You can't.
No
you
debate
can't
about
tell me
it.
that
Why would
it's
you
his
debate?
too.
No,
Like,
exposure.
no,
No,
because
like
that-
exposure. But
that-
Ashake is Ashake.
Ashake must have written.
You can't tell me
Ashake
it's
is
too.
Ashake.
Ashake wrote a lot of songs.
Don't you think-
A lot of songs before
That's how I need to know where you stand.
Okay.
Do you like Ashake because
Of
of
Badu,
Badu,
or
or
you
you
like
like
Ashake
Ashake because he's
because
Ashake?
Ashake.
it's Ashake.
Go
It's
to
fine. See,
Ashake.
Because of his
Benson came out like popularly to everybody here with Burna.
Burna Boy.
And then I'm a big fan of Burna. But you see Benson here, I like him so much. So I mean I like Benson, I don't like him because of
What you need
that's
me
why
to
I need
address
you.
to you
That's
right
why I
now.
need you to define why
Okay,
you
hold
actually
on.
like
What you
him.
need me to define to me right now is like asking me how the music business, how does it work? There are so many talent on the street over there. You don't ever know them. You can't
Do you know how
really see
many?
them.
Do you know how many people?
Do you know
like
that?
as
That's what
himself?
I'm
See,
saying.
hold on,
That's
hold
what
on.
I'm
I can
saying.
tell-
Sometimes you don't see people until they have visibility, until they are projected to you to see very well.
Yeah.
Some song doesn't make sense in your ear. Right now, I know that if you are listening to this song by this skit maker, Nasboy, Umbrella,
Yeah.
if you had heard that song after when it dropped without promotion, you won't appear attention.
Exactly, that's the point.
Sometimes they don't promote things very well. See, Bado is the gear, is the spotlight on Ashake.
Okay, yeah. If you hadn't jumped on his
You know,
on
still
his-
goes
on
down.
his-
Jump on
Okay,
it.
okay,
Still,
let's
even
put it
you
this
still
way.
goes down.
Let us put it this way. Let us put it this way. I just want to ask a question because I do not have an opinion, just like I've been saying before. Ashake is not just the only signing of Bado,
Of course.
right? There are some other signings, probably like Lighter, right? Fireboy,
Lucas.
Lil Kesh, Timmy, Obasa. You know, did anybody like them because they were Bado's?
Most of
Some of them got edge in
Yeah,
the industry because of that.
because of
And
Bado.
I won't even want to mention
They are
only
affiliated.
signees. There are a
Okay.
lot of artists that are not signed under
Under
Bado that
Bado,
they
yeah.
got edge
just
just by
just a feature.
Zlatan, for example.
So-
I
See, I
feel
Blaze.
Naira Marley.
Even Naira Marley.
Somali, yes, that's it's a goal.
It's
a goal was Naira Marley's first,
I would
right?
like
Portable.
No,
I
it-
would-
this
yeah,
was-
Portable.
was-
Yes, okay, yes.
So
A lot of us know Portable.
That
So
was
say you
so
want to
much.
know Naira Marley, I think it was
It's
a
a
goal,
goal,
right?
yeah.
In fact, a lot of people did not even know it was the song.
It's
very long.
If it was maybe for
They actually
Lukesh
do.
I
or
think it
Bado.
just
It just goes down to the fact that Pepe likes Ashake because
If I'm attaching Bado to it, it's because Bado is worth it.
It's because of I feel at the end of the
That's a
day.
success.
And
Right.
Bado is worth it.
It's
You
worth
can
it.
only like
Okay.
a lot
not
of
worth
people
it,
paid
yeah.
attention
Yeah.
to Ashake
Because
because
now
of
related
because of
to
his
it.
Why
daddy.
the end of
Okay,
it?
how
so
you
now the answer is your answer is
You cannot separate Bado and Ashake. That question can work that way because even look at that remix, Sumba with Burna Boy.
Sumba with Burna
Do you
Boy.
think Burna will be on that remix?
If not for-
Remember,
Yeah.
Burna could actually text Ashake direct, but Burna had to text Olamide
Okay,
that
fine.
he wanted to be on.
Do you
that
understand
song.
that? That's how
You
music
get-
business works.
So that's how that's how.
There are privileges that Aya Star and all these boys in Living
enjoy because of Don Jazzy
Jazzy.
effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you think Aya Star will just walk up
Or
on
Crayon.
busy album just
I'll
like
tell
that?
you, I'm a big fan of
Facts.
Ladipo. I'm a big fan of Ladipo, but I don't
Okay,
like him
okay.
because
What
of,
happened to Ladipo?
but I don't like him because of Don Jazzy. Like,
Oh,
no
yeah.
to you.
Not every
The
artist is like
artist,
that.
If there was no Badu,
Okay.
will you like Ashake this much?
Yeah.
Ashake has proven.
Yeah.
No,
I've
I
proven
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
don't
I
like.
like to
See,
get-
I
Yeah,
later get to like
that's
Ashake
probably
this
himself.
much
Yeah, but
after
after
Bado has
or
spotlighted.
sign
him.
him, or should I
Yeah.
get? You can just say that.
But I know someone that doesn't like
Fine.
Ashake. I was shocked when she said it. How many days ago?
Ashake is not just
Jay
a
Smith
price.
said
I
she
feel-
doesn't like
I feel
Ashake
you
for
can't-
no reason.
That's
It's like-
That's fine. It's preference now. It's
That's
Anyway,
preference.
you know, we're saying that work of art needed no talks.
And we have
Imagine
actually
what's
now
now
said a
happened.
lot about
We've said a lot about it.
the
All right.
work of art.
Yeah, so that's a very big one from Ashake. Thank you so much for always inspiring a lot of people. Yes, a young lady said something to me. Said, you know, one thing I love about Ashake, that every time he drops a song, you will have to go Google about something. Like you learn more.
You learn
So it's not
more.
just about entertaining you. It's
Yeah,
like teaching you.
it's intelligent.
I mean, a lot of people be like,
You
okay,
got that
what's meaning of
from-
Basquiat? You first lose that. What's Basquiat?
Who is even Basquiat?
You no go even know say that woman being
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
know Basquiat before.
Yeah.
You understand? So a lot of things like that. Okay, so let's get to Eziokuba Odumo Dubla.
Ekelebe scholar.
Ekelebe scholar.
Ekelebe
I
scholar.
wanted to say something about that basket.
Okay, what's that?
I did, someone posted on Twitter
Yeah.
that Basquiat influenced Jay-Z and Olamide is inspired by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Even Ashake is inspired by Olamide.
Olamide.
That's why they're all carrying the same dread, the same kind of hairstyle.
Yeah.
And then I think Bado replied that tweet with a smiley.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So apparently,
Yeah,
apparently
that's
very
nodding
true.
nodding in the affirmation,
That's
nodding in the affirmation. That's very beautiful. And then I know Jay-Z has something to do with Paloma Picasso too.
In fact,
There's this
Jay-Z has
particular
some
track,
very expensive
Picasso baby. Do you
Jim
remember?
Basquiat
That was in
paintings.
2016 or 2015, I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, Picasso should be 2014. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Let's move over right now. Ezioku by Odumodu Black, yes. Ekelebe Stoner. So, what's your viewpoint? What's your standpoint about Odumodu Black? To start, leave the album,
Alright.
the artist himself.
Himself,
Yeah.
okay. I'll very sincere.
Okay.
He's a fine man. That's that.
Women. Which is concerns with the face.
Fine man.
One.
Odumodu, you have a fan here, not just a fan. You got a lover right here. Okay, let's go.
He's mature.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I feel let's say he pushes clouds, no, he doesn't. But literally, personally,
Okay.
I said that he's fine.
He's
mature.
tall, he's handsome,
And he has a very good
he's
voice.
God
Very
fearing.
sincere.
Husband material. How many yards?
Being sincere, like let's say he has a lot of banter on Twitter and other social media, but
Okay.
the fact remains that people know he's saying the truth. Like you know what I'm talking about.
That's the meaning of his
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah,
Right.
and doesn't give, I feel like he doesn't give a fuck about people say most times, because he goes out there to say it, and I feel he has to leave it people saying it's your problem. Yeah, he's saying it out and saying it out loud, and we trying to cover it up as if that's not the main thing. Like that's not the main issue. Personally, I like him, but not his songs that deep. Like those few of his songs too, but I like him personally.
So can we call him Odumodu Bitters? Because his truth is actually
Truth is always bitter.
Always bitter.
Always bitter. So
Always
okay, Odumodu
bitter.
Black should be called Odumodu Bitters. But the bitters eventually it go
sweet now. It go enter your belly now.
enter your body,
Yes,
and what you go do? It go cure anything when they do you.
I think it's just being typical because rappers are brutally honest.
Well, so now let's talk about Odumodu's Ezioku. Yes, Ezioku by Odumodu Black.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start with Rhiado now. So what do you feel about it?
Well,
Like, okay,
As an
sorry,
artist,
let
right?
me put it this way.
okay,
Odumodu Black himself, as an
Okay.
artist, leave the album for now.
alright.
What do you feel about him?
Aside from his voice, he has a very good voice. Like he's
Oh, yeah.
and he's mature.
Hmm.
And he's very fine man, to be sincere. So
He's not God fearing.
I don't know about that, but seeing his physique is it gives it all. So and people talking about what he says in his music, I feel he says it like without looking back, because we all know the truth, and what he's saying is probably the truth and nothing but the truth. So to me personally, is good, but not all of his music though.
Okay,
Yeah.
not all of his music. All right, Brown. Let me hear from you
Yeah,
about
for
Odumodu
me,
Black.
for
Okay,
me.
yes, the album now.
Yeah,
the album,
for me, the album.
Ezioku.
The album.
Mhm.
Let me start with Odumodu first.
Okay,
Odumodu
as a person.
resonates where I come from.
Okay.
Yeah, the vibe, even when you come from nothing, it looks like it came from nothing. Like the whole vibe, the whole steez. The steez is not about what he is, the position he's standing
Okay.
right now at that
Yeah.
point.
Alright.
It's about what he feels is going to be. Yeah, that is why I like Odumodu.
Nice.
He has this, I can't call it arrogance.
Okay.
Yeah, but he has this
He's
pride.
proud
in
of
himself.
himself. Yeah.
Rappers
yeah,
are like that.
Yeah, rappers are like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, Ikon. Let's hear from you.
Well, I think Odumodu Black is the revelation of the year, artist revelation of the year.
Okay.
According
According to you.
according to me,
Okay.
and I think the facts are actually laid bare.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say if not for the works of Black Bones,
Mm.
I would call Odumodu the king of the new hip hop era
Oh, yeah.
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Okay.
Right now, but because of the workings that Black Bones has done now. Now, also another thing I would like to say about Odumodu Black, he encompasses this whole aura of the average Nigerian guy.
Yeah.
The ruggedity,
Yeah.
the roughness, the voice, the charisma,
The
the lyrics, the girls, the community. He's everything that hip hop should be. That is why he's on the maddest future run I've ever seen in Nigerian music history. Everybody has featured Odumodu Black this year. Sometimes me and my friends we even discuss that. Will he be able to remember all his lyrics if we were to perform everything he has done? So he's this new blood, and
So it's
if
like
you
a
follow him
reflection
on-
of Da Green.
Most
Well,
featured.
I won't
If
say.
about most featured, that should be Badu.
Sophisticated,
Badu is most
No,
featured.
most featured is actually Badu, but I mean for this year,
Yeah.
like
No,
this
no,
No,
year.
no,
he
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to bring to reflect someone.
No. Like if I'll talk about that green now, that green I won't put that green and Odumodu in the same conversation for
Okay.
obvious reasons. You
Okay.
get, but for now, this present time, 2023, Odumodu is the face of hip hop. Odumodu is the face of Nigerian culture. Now about the album, now is okay. I would like to say something that the album is more than just hip hop. There are songs there that are high life. We have songs there that are alternative. We still have songs there that are kind of like Afrobeat. A tune like the one with Fireboy now.
Yeah.
Fire Gun. Some songs like this thing, Hammer Time, high life songs. Appeals to Kubolo, appeals to different audiences.
Yeah.
So he's that total artist package. That's
Odumodu.
what he is.
Okay, shout out to Odumodu Black
Yeah.
right there. Yes, you're doing well, my brother. Ezioku, yes, that's the album. So moving over to Emeka Must Shine by Black Bones. This is some guy that I don't know the way he goes about his PR by himself.
Yes.
You know, he just comes up with one story, and then before you know what's up, it's trending. And then okay, go and listen to this particular track, and that's all. So Emeka Must Shine by Black Bones. Larry Pepe, I want to start from you. What do you feel about this?
There's one thing he has mastered over the years, which is online relevance. If you can conquer online relevance in this recent time, your marketing, your everything, whatever you are selling will be there. He knows how to force it on you until you want to see.
To rub it on your face.
He has the talent.
Okay.
But of course, talent is not enough. You have to be willing to listen to someone to even know that they have talent. So he knows how to keep putting it in your face until you recognize that this guy is good.
He's there.
Because, for example, and he has been doing that over a long time. Just like recently. Recently is when they started paying attention to him. He has been doing that since even his songs with Tiwa Savage, since time of Shut Up, Teleman, Shut Up.
Even
He has-
before Corona,
all those times. So now that he came with like High Spice, of course, at the time he dropped the song, High Spice was a new revelation to the female hip hop scene as well. So using her as song title and then coming with a dance in hip hop is it's not even side by side.
It's
It's
like
opposite directions.
you get-
So coming with the dance is like to give you the reason to dance to the song when it comes on,
Which is still hip hop.
which is still hip hop. So he knows how to sell his market and then do all that.
Okay, that's beautiful. Emeka Must Shine by Black Bones. Shout out to Black Bones right there. Yes. Moving over right now, one of the OGs that we have in the industry and is still relevant is Wande Cole. So we have a legend or no legend by Wande Cole.
WC.
This particular album, yes. Talk about WCZ. You know what's easy.
No, man,
I'll do deep easy. All right, Debola. Legend or no legend by Wande Cole.
I mean, you need to accept the fact that Wande Cole is a legend.
So yeah.
I like that.
I don't know if this album portrays. I mean, that's why I have the option of no legend.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this particular album portrays if he's really. I mean, his voice 100.
Okay.
And I'm going to accept the fact that some artists do not just know how to like compile songs. For me, I don't think this album is it for me. Like,
Okay.
aside from even the one with Wiz, it's not banging like that.
Okay.
Feel me? So basically, I don't.
The one with Wiz, that's
Yeah, like P-Prime.
And it seems to be like the biggest song on it. I don't.
on the album.
Okay.
For me, that's not the biggest song.
That's not the biggest song.
The
Honestly.
biggest exposure.
What about the one with Balo?
I
What
feel
about the one with
it's come my
Balo?
way.
Yeah, so some
It's
people
come my
will say
way.
on the album, in fact, even Paper So that's the one with
Paper,
Badu.
so yes,
Yeah.
it's even
Yeah,
bigger
yeah,
than
song.
bigger than Billy
Because that one will hardly come up in any party.
in any party.
And you
I
won't,
swear,
you won't
like,
feel it.
With
See,
Paper
one thing
So-
about Wande Cole is that I think same thing with just like Buju earlier. Wande Cole has a selective audience in the fact that this recent time now, for you to enjoy Wande Cole enough, you have to have been there since when Wande Cole was in the scene.
True.
So it's impossible for you to just say this song right now because this song is not going with the way every other song right now is
It's
going.
going, yeah. It's not
If
the
you
same
listen, if you
trend,
listen
yeah.
to that album very well,
Yeah.
of course, Wande Cole is the biggest vocalist out of Africa. That's the best voice. So it's impossible for you to know music and understand music to some extent and not enjoy that album.
To be honest,
Enjoy one
I feel that's the issue. People
The songs with T-Pain, this other song was the first one there.
Nobody holy.
Nobody holy.
Yeah.
Deuce.
There was one. He was even speaking Spanish inside.
That's yes now. Yeah.
Deuce. I think that's Deuce.
That's Deuce. Yeah.
So the album is just
I feel
right where it's supposed to be. But
I feel the album is actually, because I know some people might say Kizz Daniel's album is probably better, but to me, I feel quality wise, the album is it. I mean, Wandiko, he sang, he rapped, he trapped. And when I mean Wandiko trapped, I mean like this is Wandiko of motion to more hits, trapping, doing 2020's trapping,
bumper to bumper
Wandiko trapping on an album, speaking Spanish on an album in 2023. It's big. Amapiano too is there. Come my way.
I think one thing about this album is the acceptance that this album has. Because Wandiko stayed away for a long time. Without dropping album in between. So,
and then that single with T-Pain too, I heard like it's actually a feature that OGs, people that love Wandiko then,
I like that album a lot.
They were praying for a Wandiko T-Pain feature that year
because of their vocal.
One day was even at some points being called the T-Pain of
night. Exactly. Yeah. So imagine both of them. Maybe it's just because it came late. That's why
he stayed away for too long.
He's saying it's not a hit. He's saying the album is not a hit. I feel
it's a personal opinion.
Yeah, personal opinion. But some music there
So you think
I feel you can't just come now and say, like you said, and like one.
Maybe not a commercial success.
You know what? We tend to forget the fact that there's a difference between making good songs and the fact that you're even an artist. You're liable to make good songs.
Of course.
But commercially, I mean, it's always narrows down
to commercial.
Yes. You feel me? So, how long did this album?
How many commercials do you need in an album to stay relevant?
I don't know.
Sometimes you don't even need it at all. Do you know?
So, are you telling me legend or no legend is still relevant till now?
There's a commercial in the album.
Do you know this commercial?
What's the commercial?
Is the reason
Paper
why?
So is what?
Is the reason why I don't listen.
Is what on the album?
You can come my way.
Do you get come my way? Come my. You cannot say come my way is not a commercial success.
I'll pick come my way over Paper.
But I like my own question. You won't say come my way is not a commercial success.
How long did it stay up there? The acceptance.
You can't be number
I
one.
think are those songs not popping any longer?
They are popping.
On Burna Boy's album.
Yes.
I think the commercial idea is even suitable.
You
And it shouldn't be more than that.
Yes.
Sometimes even artists withdraw back too many hits in album.
Yes.
They drop some, not to give you too many hits in one
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
It used to be an old time mistake where they give you album about 12 track, 8 of it are hit songs.
Not to digress more, but I feel
okay, what about
even
how many
Grammy winning
album?
album.
One thing I know
The Nigerian Grammy winning
On this
album.
album now.
Yeah,
On
one thing I
this
know
album
is
now.
Oh yeah.
For an album that has this its song. I feel it's the content. The replay value that makes the album an album.
What even makes up for commercial on Buju's album is the songs that are the ones that dropped
Before the album.
the
Yes,
album.
now there's no new hit on
There's
that
no new
album.
hit on the album.
That's
This
why
album,
for me,
Yes,
that's
now
a
on Buju's album.
You can't tell me pidgin and English it's not a hit. Not a
It's not a
hit.
hit song.
Not a hit
On
song.
this
Sincerely
album
Benson,
now.
yeah.
Yes.
How many hits do we have on Legend?
Buju doesn't really
I think we have
make
up
hits,
to two, 3.
All right.
Not
Let's move over to
And the album is
Unruly by Olamide.
The legend himself.
Really, the legend himself.
I
Okay.
think
okay, let's start from you, Rhiado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Olamide is a daddy. It's an
Yeah.
OG like
Okay. OG before IG.
OG before IG.
Yeah.
So,
Set and reminisce.
I like guys really.
it's not a new thing to us that is very good. And based on this album, I would say it has it in the album like likes of Ginger and this is Remy.
Gaza.
Gaza,
and the
yeah.
one with
Actually, I didn't get to listen to the whole
religion.
album.
Yeah, no religion
but
actually.
out of replay and it, I got to know Gaza. I also go download the album to know that pushed me to go listen to everything.
To the album.
So actually, it's a very big stuff, like a very big hit for yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. I don't want to hear anything from Pepe. No.
Nothing to say. No
Nothing
words.
to say. So, Brown, let's just quickly hear a review
for
about
me, the album. I said it earlier. The album is a 10-10 for me.
the 10 over 10 for
10
you.
over 10 for
10
me.
over 10.
If I would even let me say talk about the album, I would start from the feature with Rema.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you know you want to enjoy the album first before going over to the top, you can start from the feature from Rema.
Okay, with Rema. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
with
take
Rema.
Fireman's
I think this is
feature
the
over Rema.
12th studio album.
Yeah,
I'll
then you
take
go to
Fireman's feature over
then you
Rema.
go to Supplier. From Supplier, you move to the next one, Hardcore.
There's one thing
From hardcore,
rappers always touch
I
everything.
No cap.
There was one
Yes.
particular line in that supply. He said, "No mercy. I the boneless."
Ivan
Yeah,
the
watch
Boneless.
Vikings. Yes, like, watch Vikings.
Rappers
Yeah,
really do
Nobody
research.
go Adam
Yeah,
and
so
Bada.
Make you do
Yes,
research, and so you get that.
Yeah.
He was being like affirmative, like okay, I'm the boss in that hardcore.
Mm.
And
Oh, boy, is he
Supplier.
not?
But I don't
He's the
know
boss
about
now, yeah.
Badona
Debola
Baba.
is the alumni not the boss.
Boss now.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't like that
to some
song.
extent.
maybe
To some
Debola,
extent,
which
okay.
Or maybe
extent
it's
again?
the
Because
Debola, which
To
extent
some
again?
extent.
But a lot of people have this particular reviews that I've heard,
Yeah.
from different quarters that Unruly album is not a popping album.
Yeah.
Then I asked the question that why do you need Unruly by Olamide to be a popping album?
I think
Yeah.
same question can be
What does
asked.
he have to prove now?
I mean,
Is Olamide trying to prove anything to
I mean,
anybody,
that's-
or is
that's
just
what-
expanding his
that's
discography?
what
Actually,
he's
me,
going
I'm
to direct us
planning
back
to-
to the place
Okay.
or to the fact that
Yeah.
Bado is an OG already.
Yeah.
So obviously he doesn't have anything to prove
To anyone.
anybody. But the problem I have is that someone packaged that album so it's like it's going to be the album of the decade.
Of the decade.
And
Yeah.
somehow it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's still going to be. But somehow it is not. I mean,
Okay.
we're all
Why does Bado have to be the album of the decade?
No.
Why?
I said,
What would be
I
his
said, I said someone
Bado that
here
refused to
packaged
drop albums
it
last
like
year.
Last
so it's
year.
going to.
Someone, I think that was Larry Pepe.
I mean,
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it should
yeah.
fit in. It should fit in. It's wearing it already. So he said, he packaged it like we're going to be, and then I'm like, okay, it's the normal. Like
You're going to
I
have a
don't-
problem
one
listening to the album.
one
If you
thing-
already have a
one
mind
thing-
made up.
One thing I love about the album is that you got the features right. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the fact
You
that
got 6 songs with Rema.
I mean this
Yeah.
Where they drop that one.
this is not the first time Bado is blending with new school acts.
Okay.
Dealing with Capi DM, deal with
Yeah.
Rice
With
now
you guys,
still
with
taking-
yeah.
He's always
You
giving
feel
us
me?
those
But
words.
I'm not. Someone said it's a 10 over 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first time. He's
It's
not
not a
even
10 over 10.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, it's not 10
For
over
you,
10.
it's
Okay,
not 10
okay.
over 10.
Can I just quickly read
Bado
it over
has
10?
other albums.
Can you quickly read
That
it over
you
10?
think over that.
Yes,
Yeah, but for me, honestly, I felt
Unruly-
confused. This
Unruly should be like a
street
7.5.
and Elite. Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, it sounded
Street
more.
and Elite.
more
Then
acceptable.
He did more
Yeah.
of that on Capi DM. He had-
No, Capi
he had-
DM is actually his best. Like Capi DM is better than Unruly.
Only-
Commercially.
No, he's saying,
Okay.
what he's saying is,
The point is that
he-
Bado is not even
he-
trying to be
he
commercial.
blended,
Commercial,
He just wants to drop album.
he
Yeah.
blended the street well,
Yes, with the elite.
and then
Yeah.
I'm saying he did that well with
Capi
Capi
DM
DM.
too.
But I
Yeah.
and the likes of
accepted that
Omale, and the likes of even with UI Skutai.
Yeah.
That was what blew up Fave now.
blew up
Faith.
J Wills.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I still do. Okay, my own rating is probably going to be like a 7.5.
So 7.5 over 10.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
I feel that's
that's
like
all
eight.
right.
That's eight now.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah,
eight.
and then
That's
someone
an
else,
eight. That's an
and
eight.
then someone packaged it.
That's an
It's
eight.
supposed to be a 10.
All right, let's move over to Sheyi Vibes' vibe till
Vibe boy.
Vibe boy.
Shea Vibe
Shea Vibe.
is top 3 2023 and
Wow.
he's not number 3.
No,
Yes,
number 3. No
I
lies.
second
lies.
and I
I am
first that.
surprised.
Stop.
I second
Sorry.
and
I
I first
didn't get
that.
that. Sheyi Vibes is
It's top
top
three
3
and it's not
2023.
And he's not number
It's
3.
not number 3.
Yes.
I think no. You
So it's
see
number
this-
what?
He's not number 3. I don't know.
He's not
Yeah.
number
Maybe
number one.
He's not number
He's
3.
not number
I
3.
understand the sarcasm in whatever I said.
Sarcasm.
Wait,
No.
no. I
Where
want
is
to know-
sarcasm in that?
Chill now,
It's
chill
been
now,
factual.
chill. I want to know if it is actually sarcasm. It's,
Yeah.
Okay, it's not top 3 yet. Oh, it's top 3. And
Yeah.
it's not number.
He's not number 3.
He's
Then
not
it's
number
number
3.
1.
Number
I don't
two.
know. I leave that to you to find out.
Then you need to choose.
I leave that to you to find out, but it's not number three.
You're not a big fan, yeah?
Or no one.
I'm not a what?
Oh.
Should I show my Apple Music replay? You see,
It
it was sitting in
Then
number
what
3
changed?
comfortably.
Okay. He's
What?
asking that what changed for you.
What
Like
changed?
Pepe.
This is what?
Pepe, I said, Don, I think
This is
you
what?
agree with me.
What
on this part
what
that-
year are we?
Pepe and I have not always,
Being Shea
been,
vibes.
being
biggest,
on that.
yes.
Yeah.
And
But
then
I'm telling you that Shea Vibe
Shea
this
vibes.
year. What Shea Vibe has done this year,
Okay.
if anyone else tries it, maybe let's use football terms.
Yeah.
Okay, footballer, you try it,
My guy is here.
you go tear
You
ACL.
go tear ACL.
What he has done this year, eat upon it.
people like this,
For the benefit of
effortlessly.
those who don't know the meaning of ACL,
Anterior
anterior crucial
cruciate
ligament,
ligament.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think
It
it's
lasts
some,
for like
some
9
kind of
months.
rubber,
Yeah.
some kind of rubber in your knees, right? Yeah, white like this. You know that thing you eat when you eat cow leg.
And if you go ACL in 6
Anyway.
months, 6 months injury.
he dropped 2 albums this year, if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
2 albums.
Okay.
Outstanding songs.
I mean, so
Outstanding.
that's why I need to give it to
The vibes to that Kingdom Come was no.
He has his
And then
third
there's
album
like
this
Kingdom
year.
Come.
Third album this year already.
Okay,
Yes,
we can
now,
say
that guy.
that's an
Third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now, before we just conclude this particular
what?
episode, we have this particular line that everybody just, when you hear it, just start doing like before you know what is going on. Men mount, men mount. You understand? Eh?
Peace.
Yeah. So we have
I
Pluto La Presido by Charlie Poppy.
Charlie Puffy.
Where do I start from? Ikon, let me start from you. Pluto La Presido by Charlie Poppy. What's your review about this album?
Pluto La Presido.
That's your review
He's the president
Charlie
of
what?
Pluto.
of Pluto. Okay.
He said on one interview which I watched, he said Pluto no dey show for map. People actually think it's a lie, but it's actually true.
It's another
And
planet.
It's another planet.
Which doesn't
But now
exist any longer.
Pluto is not part of our solar system again.
No, never.
I feel that is the way Charlie Poppy came into this industry. Like
I am
you know, I
just-
think
I'm-
say
I'm apart.
you know, I think say I deal with you now, but I'm not with you guys. Like if not for Shea, and that's why I feel what Pepe said with Shea Vibes is top 3 of this year and it's not number 3. I feel Charlie Poppy is one of those people that
Charlie
will be fighting for
Poppy
those
Charlie
top
Poppy is
3
number
spots.
3.
Yeah.
No, actually,
lies. No
because
lies.
if I'm taking
If I'm
2023 alone, this is a year in
You
which
can't even
Charlie
define
Poppy dropped.
2023 without Charlie Poppy.
Yes,
Thank you.
no
There's
lies.
no way.
No
Even
lies.
till now, till the
Just
day
as how
This year he has EP, he has
He
album.
has EP, he has albums.
I
You
don't
cannot,
Ashake
you
too.
cannot define
2023
2023 without.
I mean,
Charlie Poppy.
he's a breakout star.
That's
He has given
those
us.
are personal thoughts.
No, it's not a matter of personal
I'm a DJ.
content.
I'm telling you
There's
for
from
daily
when
perspective.
From when he
Artists.
broke out, from when he broke out, you cannot attend an event.
don't
But
permit
see,
me.
when it
comes-
Don't permit me to use. Permit me to
Sorry.
use.
And they cool. They do not care about the commercial
Not part
part.
of it.
But now,
See,
they're
when you
totally
have
You cannot-
when you have
that's
stayed
the
when you have
thing.
stayed over
No,
time.
no.
When you have stayed over time as an OG. See, we had exceptions for Wande Cool, we had exceptions for Olamide. You have stayed over time for a long time. You have nothing else to
I
prove.
did not.
Charlie Poppy has a lot to prove.
I did not.
Yeah, we
I did
can't.
not-
Exactly.
And he's proving it and he has done us
Already.
right. So what is
Okay.
there?
Yeah,
All right.
The only problem I have with this album is,
Yeah.
I mean, I said it to someone already. That's the intro. I mean,
Okay,
that's
intro.
Yeah, that's really like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wackest
the-
intro I've ever.
I feel it's just. I feel
Hold on,
he plays the
Sorry.
part too much.
The intro in Pluto La Presido by Charlie Poppy is the wackest intro
I mean,
you ever heard.
Yes, I mean, I'm going to see.
Yeah.
Well, I feel it
That's
just
okay.
plays to his diversity, though.
Yeah.
No,
What
Like he
happened
can't
is that-
keep
see,
on
you know
giving
what?
us.
You know what? See, we all
those
need
kind of
to learn to move on
up-tempo.
from things easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
If an artist comes to us as I am A, and then tomorrow he appears like I am AB.
Yes.
We didn't define for him to become A.
become
because-
A
because-
first place.
yes,
First
Now,
place.
so it allowed for you to
He's
become
trying.
A.
He's trying out something new with his album.
This same Charlie Poppy came. Okay, let me use your ideology. Now, he came to us as an A,
Yeah.
and then on what's this song he did like an Edo song?
About
Pluto.
Pluto.
About Pluto.
Yeah.
He came to us as an AB.
Okay.
That's an experiment.
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah.
And if you listen to this intro,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like, I think he came to
How
us
did you-
as an
What
AB.
if he's trying
Yes.
to give us
And
another
that's
version of
another
him?
experience. That's
That
another
version,
experiment.
someone said
It's not-
he offers just vibes, which is actually the truth here.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say he's overdoing that. I mean that first track.
Someone.
Okay,
someone
let me
tried
ask
to-
Adebola a
Adebola
question. Would you link that to the art at which Ashake came out with with yoga.
This is
You link
exactly
And it
what
was an
I was waiting for.
experiment.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Ashake
think I
was-
am going to.
Mm-hmm.
It's an experiment. Okay, yeah, I'm not a very big fan, but I think it worked for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
I
intro
would
is not
like-
working for Charlie Poppy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You call
because-
it the wackest intro you've
Yes,
ever heard. Yeah.
because I think he did the same thing too with Melanin on the first
On the
EP
first
drop.
EP, yeah.
And that has to be like, I don't think anybody can remember any lines of that song.
Okay.
You feel me? So that I think that's the same problem with it.
Well, I feel to me, I would say Debola is trying to like, you are trying to see an artist only in one way
And make them
I
sound the
feel-
same
and make them
always.
sound the
I
same.
am not.
Now,
That's what I said.
chill.
I said,
Let me land.
You
Let
know,
me
Bro
land.
Pluto, he sounded like AB. He
Now-
portrayed himself to us as an A.
And he came
And
out
then
as
he
A.
sounded as an AB. And then we liked him.
Now let me land. As
now,
a creative,
whenever
I feel your creative prowess should never be put in a cage.
In a cage, okay.
As many if
don't have to
Charlie
be
Poppy
robotic about it.
Poppy decides to drop let me a reggae song or a dancehall song, me I would listen. It's an experiment. It might work, it might not work.
Yeah,
But calling an intro
What I
the
am
wackest
simply
intro.
saying is,
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Now.
what I am simply saying is,
It is
Yeah.
there for an
What are you
artist.
simply saying?
it did not work.
It did
It
not
is
work.
there for an
Yes.
artist to
For
always try.
you.
But
Yes, he
Oh,
tried it.
everybody.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
there's an arm in trying.
It is there for
Okay.
artists to always try. That is
Yes,
why they
okay.
are artists.
that's why they're artists. Yes,
Back
no.
then,
Your body of
P Square will do rap.
Your body of work
They'll
is
do R&B.
really special.
They'll do
reggae.
Do everything.
yes,
They even
no.
tell themselves, say, shut up, rap now by force.
Rap now by yes,
In
nah.
the track, you know.
Your body
Just
of work, your body of work is supposed to be special.
Alright.
And then the way you're supposed to treat it, it's supposed
Okay.
to be your baby.
Okay. All right.
First song.
Debola, sorry. We may have to, round this off right now. Very special thanks to Evado Wine Cafe. Yes, that's exactly the location where we are. You can see all those drinks. And then, so many of these brands are coming up on this podcast very, very soon. The Z RoundTable podcast. Once again, we have 26 Brown right here. Ikon Living right here. DJ Larry Pepe right here. And of course, the Rhiado right here. And Debola Jiggy right here. Yeah. So my name is Don Femi King again. Of course, I am the Radio Godfather. So till next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Thank you very much.